My dear student, once again you are welcome to my YouTube channel, that is Math Success Point. Today we are going to discuss the very important topic, that is types of matrices. As I told you, matrix chapter, that is a very simple, but repeatedly I am telling you, first you must know the formula, definition, then only you can find out the solution of the question. If you start the solution of the question without knowing the definition, without knowing the formula, your attempt will get failed. You cannot find out the solution of the question. That is why there are some rules and regulations which we are just going to discuss. Then you can find out the solution of each and every question. Okay, let me start. The types of matrices. First of all, I am going to take the column matrix. In my previous video, I told you regarding the rows and columns of the matrices as well as order of the matrix. Okay. Now you see, column. I am taking the example. One example I am taking for the column. Let's suppose the matrix is to be denoted by A. You see, I am taking 3, 1, 5. 3, 1, 5. Only one column is there. Rows will be 1, 2, 3. First I write the rows, 3 rows and 1 column. My dear student, if there is only one column, there may be any number of rows in the matrix, but there must be only one column. It is known as the column matrix. As I have given here, a matrix is said to be a column matrix. What will be the column matrix? If it has only one column, there is one column. I have taken the example. It is a diagonal matrix. Is a diagonal matrix. Is a diagonal matrix. That is why like that. You also can give the example. But if you want to give in general, then in general also you can give it. There may be one column, but n number of rows, because rows I denoted by m, column by n, m by n, that is order of the matrix. Similarly, let me take one more example for the row matrix. I am taking the row matrix. Here second thing, that is row matrix. Row matrix means if there will be only one row, let me take 5, 6, 1. You see, there is one row, let me write one row, because first of all you will write row, then column. How many columns? 1, 2, 3. 3 columns are there. Is a row matrix. Is a row matrix. You see, it is a row matrix. And I will change over here. Row matrix. What will be the row matrix? Try to understand. Because my main objective is that you must understand the solution of the question. Okay? That is why you see, there is one row. There are 3 columns, only one row. That is why a matrix is said to be a row matrix if it has only one row. If it has only one row. Same thing. Only I have changed the 2 words, row. Okay? This is the row matrix. In general, you can write, because there is only one row. In general, if you want to write one row and columns, because 3 columns are there may be n columns in general. Let me take one more matrix, because all these definitions you must know. Let me take the other definition, means square matrix. Square matrix, very important. Everywhere you will use the square matrix. At every time you will use the square matrix, but I am going to remove it. First of all, I will take the example, then automatically you will come to know the definition of it. Let me take the example. Suppose, automatically you will understand. 1, 5, 3. 1, 5, 3. that depends upon you. You can take any number of elements. 6, 8. Let me take 2 by 2 matrix. 2 by 2. That is a square matrix. My dear student, how many columns are there? 1 column, second. Rows, 1 row. 2 by 2 matrix. It is a square matrix. Order is 2 by 2. How many elements? 4 elements. Is a square matrix. Is a square matrix. Square matrix means number of rows will be equal to number of columns. How you will write? If in general m is equal to n. M is equal to n because I have told you that if matrix A is equal to Aij, I row, j column, like that. I row, j column, m row, n column. If m is equal to n, then matrix will be a square matrix. What will be the matrix? Square matrix. That is why you can write the definition of the square matrix. A matrix in which the number of rows is equal to number of rows, that will be equal to number of columns. Number of columns. Number of rows will be equal to the number of columns. Then it is said to be a square matrix. A matrix in which the number of rows and number of columns are same. Then it is said to be a square matrix. I have given already the example of it. My dear student, it is very, very important example for the square matrix. That is why you must know what will be the square matrix. Let me take some more kinds of matrices, that is diagonal matrix. Very, very important. Another kind of matrix, that is the fourth kind of matrix, will be diagonal matrix. Let me take over here. Diagonal matrix. Fourth. Diagonal. Try to understand. I am taking the example. For this one. Okay, suppose diagonal matrix, that will be a square matrix. If you want to take like that, you can take. Either you take, because I already told you in the square matrix m will be equal to n. Okay, that is why I have taken m rows, m columns. Okay, and the matrix I have taken Bij. Any matrix you can write by this standard matrix. Okay, that is diagonal matrix. I am going to take, this is the how it is diagonal. Let me take the example first. A. My dear student, let me remove this one, and you must have to keep in mind diagonal. This will be the diagonal. Diagonal elements will be known. They will not be zero. They will be non-zero. Any diagonal elements you can write. Suppose 2, 3, and suppose 4. You complete it. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and 0. What does it mean? On the diagonal, the element will be non-zero. Rest elements will be 0. All other elements except the diagonal will be 0. And on the diagonal, I have taken the different elements. Because if there will be the same element, that will be the square matrix, that will be the diagonal matrix, but that will be a scalar matrix if all elements are same. जैसे यहाँ पे मैंने क्या किया 2, यहाँ भी 2 ले लो, यहाँ भी 2 ले लो, that will be a scalar matrix. That is why you must have to keep in mind. This is a diagonal matrix. मैंने बताया सेम एलिमेंट हो जाएंगे तो स्केलर मैट्रिक्स हो जाएगी. इट इज ए डायगोनल मैट्रिक्स. इज ए डायगोनल मैट्रिक्स. It is a diagonal matrix. You see. Okay. Then what will be the diagonal matrix that I have taken? A square matrix This is a square matrix. You must have to take a square matrix. Square matrix. What is the square matrix? B. Same thing. I am taking Bij. M by n. M by m is said to be diagonal. Is said to be a diagonal matrix. I am writing the definition also. Diagonal matrix. Example. I have taken the example. I think it is clear to you. Definition is clear. But I am writing the definition also. Is a diagonal matrix if it's non-zero or non-diagonal elements. Non-diagonal elements, because entries, either entries or elements are zero. That is why you must have to keep in mind, this is the example of the diagonal matrix. डायगोनल वाले एलिमेंट्स नॉन जीरो हो सकते हैं, बट बाकी एलिमेंट जीरो होंगे ही होंगे. ओके, लेट मी टेक द स्केलर मैट्रिक्स. और स्केलर मैट्रिक्स मैंने बता दिया अभी फिफ्थ पार्ट. स्केलर मैट्रिक्स फिफ्थ स्केलर, वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. एक नंबर में पूछा जा सकता है, 1-2 नंबर में डेफिनेशन पूछी जा सकती है इन द एग्जामिनेशन. Either it may be the competitive examination or CBSE examination. There may be asked the definition against 1 mark. You write the example of scalar matrix. Write the example of scalar matrix. Scalar matrix. Okay? What will be the scalar matrix? As I told you, elements should be equal. अब जो चाहे element ले लीजिए, that depends upon you. Diagonal element, like we take √2 or √2. Diagonal elements are same and rest elements are 0. Non-diagonal elements are 0. You see, it is a scalar matrix because elements are same on the diagonal. Is a scalar matrix. Very very important matrix. Many times we will use to find out the solution of the question. That is why see carefully. This is a scalar matrix, but it is what? A diagonal matrix, let me write, is said to be scalar matrix. A diagonal matrix, this is a diagonal scalar matrix, that is a diagonal matrix. Diagonal matrix, what matrix? Same thing you can take. A diagonal matrix, this matrix is said to be a scalar matrix. Is said to be a scalar. Is said to be a scalar matrix. Is said to be a scalar. Scalar matrix. If it has non-diagonal elements 0, definitely. वैसे इसकी आवश्यकता नहीं है लिखने की. That is a scalar matrix if its diagonal elements are equal. If its diagonal elements are equal only. If its diagonal elements are equal, as I told you in the definition. You see, diagonal elements are same, these are equal. That is why it is known as the scalar matrix. Very important kind of matrix. I think that is the definition is clear to you. Let me take the identity matrix, which frequently you will use. Identity matrix. Identity matrix, you see. Identity matrix. Identity means, let me take the example. Identity matrix. That is also a square matrix. But diagonal elements should be 1 only. And it is to be denoted by I, capital I. It will be 1, it will be 1, it will also be 1. That is the identity matrix. That is also, you can generate the definition. If diagonal elements are 1, it is a diagonal matrix. But what is the definition of diagonal matrix? Non-diagonal elements are 0. वो तो होंगे ही होंगे. And the elements on diagonal will be 1. It is to be denoted by capital IE. You must have to keep in mind. That is a very important step I am telling you. That is why a square matrix is a identity matrix. This is the example I have taken. Identity matrix. Okay? Then you can write a square matrix. A square matrix. I will tell you the very important questions related with these definitions in which elements in the diagonal are all one and rest are all zero. Diagonal elements will be 1, rest elements will be 0. That is the identity matrix. Very important kind of matrix. My dear student, these are very important and you must have to keep in mind. Let me take one more kind of matrix. That will be the next. This is the 6th and 7th kind of definition. That will be the zero matrix. Zero matrix. Zero matrix or null matrix. Null. एक नंबर में आ जाता है एग्जामिनेशन में. Write the example of the null matrix. Okay? A matrix in which all elements will be 0, 0. All elements will be 0 and that is to be denoted by O. Is an zero matrix. Is a zero matrix. This is the example of the zero matrix, you see, in which all the elements will be 0. That is a null matrix or a zero matrix. You can write the definition. I am just going to write, although the definition that is clear from the example, a matrix is said to be zero matrix if zero matrix or null matrix if all its elements are 0. सभी एलिमेंट 0 होंगे. is said to be zero or null matrix. लिख दिया मैंने पहले. Null matrix. It is to be denoted by O. Okay? And these are the definitions of different types of matrices. Let me take one more kind of matrix which is also very important and you will have to use to find out the solution of the question. देखिए, इसको तो याद रखना है, नहीं तो क्वेश्चन का सॉल्यूशन आप नहीं निकाल पाएंगे. Frequently you will have to use this kind of matrix throughout the syllabus of class 12. Equality of matrix. Equality of matrices. Two matrices will be equal. Two matrices will be equal. How you can say that these will be equal? Let me tell you. Suppose let the two matrices A is equal to Aij. This is one matrix and second matrix I am to denoted by it Bij. Are said to be equal. Are said to be equal. I will take the question just now on depend upon it. These two matrices will be equal, but condition is there. There are two conditions. First of all, their order should be same. Order should be same, otherwise you can't write the equal of the matrix. Order should be same. They are of same order. Order same होना चाहिए भाई. I told you already the definition of the order. Okay? And the corresponding elements, second case, ये condition भी follow होनी चाहिए. Each element of A means this one, is equal to to the corresponding element. corresponding उसी प्लेस में जो एलिमेंट होगा वो corresponding एलिमेंट in B or of B are same. वो मैंने पहले लिख दिया of B. Each element of A is equal to the corresponding element of B. Then the two matrix will be same, equal, otherwise no. Okay, let me take one example. Suppose I am taking A 4 2 0 3. Second example B, second matrix 4 2 0 3. These two matrices are equal because order is same 2 by 2. Okay, order is 2 by 2. Let me write 2 by 2 order, 2 by 2 order. Okay, and elements, corresponding elements are same. You see 4 के स्थान पे 4 है, 2 के स्थान पे 2 है, 0 के स्थान पे 0, 3 के स्थान पे 3. So A will be equal to B. Both matrices are equal. These are the equal matrices. You see how it is important. Okay, let me take some questions. First of all, from your NCERT book, I am taking the question. बहुत important question है. जनरली ये क्वेश्चन पूछे जाते हैं. Let me take the question number 6. लेकिन भाई याद रखना ये डेफिनेशन याद रखना. Order should be same, corresponding elements are equal. Equality of the matrix. इसी के ऊपर डिफरेंट क्वेश्चन दे रहा हूँ. चलिए, let me take the question on depend upon it, the equality of the matrix. Question number 6, first part. 6, first part. क्या है भाई? Find the values of x, y, z. Find the values of x, y, and z. See carefully. From the equation. Equation is given. My dear student, that is very, very important question. That is why you see. First of all, simply I am telling you. 4, 3, x, 5 is equal to y, z. 1, 5. In the coming exercises also you will take the similar definition. Without this definition you cannot find out the solution of the question. Here it is given, find the value of x, y, z. These two matrices, first of all you see the order. I told you order of both matrices is, what is the order? 2 by 2. You see 2 by 2. Either you take 2 by square matrix. If it is given that 2 by 2 matrix is, that is order is 2. Okay, its order is this one. Order दोनों का सेम है. देख लीजिए, ये भी 2 by 2 है, ये भी 2 by 2. 2 by 2 मतलब 2 रो हो गई, 2 कॉलम हो गई. 2 rows 2 columns. That is a 2 by 2 matrix. Then 2 matrix, I told you 2 matrix will be equal if their corresponding elements are same. Both matrices are equal if condition is there. Corresponding element देखिए 4 के स्थान पे यहाँ पे क्या है? y is equal to 4. नेक्स्ट देखिए x के स्थान पे क्या है? 1. और 3 के स्थान पे क्या है यहाँ पर? z is equal to 3. These are the values of x, y, z. Very simple. If here it is given, find the value of these matrices, because equal symbol is given. 2 matrices are equal if the order is same, corresponding elements are same. Okay, my dear student, I am taking one more question. You see, which is very, very important. I don't know, it may be given somewhere else, and it may be asked in the examination, different types of examination. Let me write. Similar kind of definition of equal of the matrix I will use. There may be a calculation little lengthy question. Suppose solve the following matrix. Solve the following matrix. solve the following matrix. Equation. What is the equation? T x square y square, x square y square minus 3, although there is one more property which I will tell you, 2y, it will be equal to minus 2 or 9, because it is also given on equal matrix, definition of the equal matrix. But before equal matrix, it is also that there is a scalar multiplication, that I will tell you later on. But question is there, I want to tell you this thing, because it also depends upon addition, subtraction of the matrices, scalar multiplication of the matrix. These two things I am going to tell you here itself. Okay? Although it will be the question for the next exercise. Okay? After telling you some condition. But all these conditions I am going to tell you here. You see? Solution. Let me take the solution. Okay. My dear student, x square and y square, you keep it as it is, minus 3 is here out of the matrix. This is known as the scalar multiplication. This 3 you will have to multiply each and every element inside the matrix. Each and every element. छोड़ना नहीं है किसी को. क्या हो जाएगा भाई बताइए? 3 से आप x को मल्टीप्लाई कीजिए 3x, 3 को 2y से मल्टीप्लाई कीजिए 2y. It will be equal to minus 2 and 9. See, this is a simple question. Let me take subtraction of two matrices. How you can subtract the matrix, or how you can add the matrix? If order is same, you must have to keep in mind. देखिए order 1 column 2 rows 2 by 1. It is also 2 by 1. That is why you can subtract the matrix. You will subtract only the corresponding element, x square minus 3x, and you see y square minus 6x, y square minus 6y. That is the subtraction of these two matrices. It will be equal to minus 2 and 9. And my dear student, just before I told you, two matrices will be equal if the order is same. You see the order तो same है ना? two rows, one column यहाँ पर भी है, 2 rows है. देखो, order is what? That is 2 rows, 2 by 1. Order is 2 by 1, 2 rows. पहले 1 row लिखते हैं फिर column, याद रखना. देखिए 1 row, second row, 2 row यहाँ पे हो गई, 1 column हो गया. Okay? The order of this matrix is 2 by 1. That is why both matrices are equal. So, both matrices are equal. If these are equal, then corresponding elements are equal. मैंने बोला था corresponding elements will be same. इसका corresponding element क्या हो गया? x square minus 3x will be equal to minus 2. Okay, x square minus 3x plus 2 is equal to 0. हाँ जी, next equation बता दीजिए. Next, corresponding elements are same. Corresponding elements are equal. Y square minus 6y, it will be equal to 9. It will be 9. Then y square minus 6y and minus 9, it will be equal to 0. You got the two equations, quadratic equation, and you know you can find out the solution of the quadratic equation. And two methods you have studied in class 10. One quadratic formula method or one splitting the middle term. You can check whether you can solve it by splitting the middle term or not. और जहाँ पर splitting term middle term को split करके हम solution नहीं निकाल सकते, वहाँ पे क्या करेंगे? You must have to apply the quadratic formula. Okay? अब देखिए यहाँ पर let me split coefficient 1 into 2. You break 3 in such a way so that multiplication should be 2 and sum should be equal to minus 3x. 2x minus x and plus 2. Okay. It will be x that is common, x minus 2, minus 1 is common, x minus 2. Both the brackets are same. I think our problem that is solved. either this one will be equal to 0 or this one will be equal to 0. That is why x minus 2 is equal to 0 or x minus 1 is equal to 0 and x is equal to 2 and 1. Two values of x we got. Okay. Now you see for y. For y, both the sign are negative. That is why you cannot break it. You can't break. You can't split the middle term. Then you must have to use the quadratic formula. Quadratic formula जो क्लास 10 में आपने पढ़ा है, bx plus c will be equal to 0. x की वैल्यू क्या होगी? माइनस b प्लस माइनस b स्क्वायर माइनस 4ac divided by 2a. That formula you must have to apply, otherwise you cannot find out the solution of the question. Okay, that we take. You compare it. Compare with this equation. Value of a is equal to 1 and b is equal to minus 6 and c will be equal to minus 9. Okay, using directly this formula, there will be the two values minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac and divided by 2a. And b is equal to minus 6. Minus 6, I am just going to put the value. And b minus 6 square minus 4, a is equal to 1 and c is equal to minus 9. Like that. Divided by 2a, 2 and 1. Okay, let me continue here. यहीं पर complete कर देता हूँ मैं इसको. See. Okay, it will be equal to, x will be equal to minus negative into negative positive 6 plus minus. Okay, it will be 36 negative into negative positive how much? Positive 36. Negative into negative positive 36 because 9 for the 36. Okay, and divided by how much? 2. It will be equal to 6 plus minus how much? 36 into 2 by 2. Okay, 6 plus minus square root of 36, that is 6 root 2 by 2. Okay, and 2 I am going to take it out. 2 here, 2 common ले लीजिए. 3 plus minus 3 root 2 will divided by 2. 2 will be cancelled by 2. 3 plus minus 3 root 2. That is the value of y, not x, because here the equation is given in the form of y. Okay, let me take it y, form of y, and y will be equal to, you see, there will be two values of y. What are the two values? 3 plus minus 3 root 2. You see how it is important question, my dear student. You will have to practice. Some questions you will solve. Some more questions I will provide you related with the equality of the matrix or different types of matrices later on in my next videos. And my dear student, time and again I am requesting you that you must have to share my videos, like my videos, because I am giving you the solution of important questions, and I am trying to find out the solution of each and every question of the NCERT exercises, because which are very very important for you. Okay, that is why मैं चाहता हूँ कि मैं जो यहाँ पे मेहनत कर रहा हूँ उसका फ़ायदा सबको मिलना चाहिए. तो आपके जो फ्रेंड्स हैं उनको भी बोलिए, आप उनको शेयर कीजिए एंड लाइक कीजिए, so that I will be motivated and I can provide you the questions time and again. Okay, thank you to all of you.